Hello friends, this is Vibhor here. Welcome to another video. This is the Tech and Gadget segment in which we talk exclusively about technology and gadgets. Today we are going to talk about the iPad Air 2020, which is going to come out in the market in October, which is this month. Apple launched it last month in the online exclusive event. I'll tell you everything you need to know about the new iPad Air, what comes packed into this new device, what are the design specifications, what are the internal changes, and then in the end we'll see in the conclusion whether you should actually purchase it or upgrade from your earlier version of iPad to this new version or not. So guys, the new iPad comes into an all gorgeous design with 5 new colors. These are silver, space gray, rose gold, green and sky blue. So these are amazing colors. I generally love the space gray version anyways. The screen has been overhauled with the 10.9 inches liquid retina edge-to-edge display with 2360 by 1640 resolution. It has the P3 wide gamut, true tone and laminate coating. Now, in layman's term, it's a very gorgeous display. The true tone display means the whites will look whites, the greens will look greens. I mean, it's going to be an amazing and beautiful display to watch anything on. It comes packed with the A14 Bionic chipset, which is the latest in the lineup of Apple processor range. Now guys, this is the very first time that Apple has introduced its new processor in an iPad lineup. Generally speaking, they launched the new processor with their iPhone launch, but the iPhone launch was delayed and it's going to happen this time in October. Now this processor is a beast because this is the first processor in the world which comes with a 5 nanometer technology built in. What that means is that the transistors in the processors are so small that in a very small place they can fit in so much of technology. In layman's term, it's super fast. This comes with a 6-core CPU and 4-core GPU built in. Apple claims that it's a 40% faster CPU and 30% faster GPU than its earlier version of iPads. As per Apple, this CPU is way faster than all the current generation PC laptops. So this is actually perfect for your high-end gaming and even for 4K video editing processes. Now we talk about the design of the iPad, guys. The design of the iPad is absolutely inspired from the 2018 iPad Pro version. So I remember when the 2018 iPad Pro was launched, the earlier version of iPad Pro, the chassis was given to iPad Air in 2018. This time in March, the new iPad Pro was launched, the 2020 version. So they discarded the 2018 version of the iPad Pro chassis, and as we anticipated, they gave that entire same design to the new iPad Air, which is launched into this year. So what that means is it has got the same 12 megapixel single camera in the back, which we used to have in the iPad Pro, and it has got a 7 megapixel FaceTime front facing camera, which is good enough for an iPad who is actually going to take the iPad out in the market and start taking pictures. I never do it. That also means that now Apple Pencil 2 can work with your iPad Air, and that was a much anticipated and a welcome change for all our tech reviewers. We love the Apple Pencil 2 and really wanted that support to come up to the iPad Air, and now we have the iPad Air Apple Pencil 2 support. Also with iPad Air, you can use your Magic Keyboard. So all the Magic Keyboard functionality, features, your trackpad, everything will work absolutely fine with the iPad Air, because now iPad Air also has the magnetic connection ports that used to be there in the iPad Pro lineup. So now because they have used the same chassis, they have the same ports aligned in the iPad Air, which just snaps to your Magic Keyboard, and your Magic Keyboard will work absolutely perfect with your iPad Air. Also, a very welcome change is that iPad Air does not have the Lightning connector anymore. We have the USB-C connector in iPad Air, just like iPad Pro. That means that you can actually connect all your external displays, your hard drives, your pen drives, all your cameras, all your gear directly with your iPad Air and transfer media for video processing. iPad Air also supports the new stereo speaker array in the iPad. How it sounds like we'll only come to know once we have the iPad Air right in front of us, and I'll give you a review once I have that. Now if I compare it with iPad Pro, the only thing that iPad Pro has right now which iPad Air does not have is number one, the face unlock feature. So the iPad Pro has the face unlock, iPad Air will not have it, but iPad Air does have the fingerprint scanner in its power button. So when you press the power button, it will actually unlock. But yeah, the face unlock would have definitely be an added advantage. But yeah, they wanted to give something extra to iPad Pro, which iPad Air would not have. So that's one of the things. Second thing is iPad Pro has the 120 Hz Pro Motion display. iPad Air does not have it. Do you actually need it? That depends. If you are an artist and you create your piece of art specifically with Apple Pencil on your iPad, then definitely, yeah, go for iPad Pro. It does have a really nice display, and the lag with Apple Pencil working on it absolutely like zero. I don't see any lag using my iPad Pro with Apple Pencil. The third thing which is missing is the camera. So the iPad Pro has got a dual camera, the wide and ultra wide angle camera in the back. Also, it has a LiDAR sensor for the AR capabilities. I have that on my iPad Pro, have never used it. As I said, camera on iPad is something which I'm not very fond of. I'll not take my iPad out and start taking pictures with that. For that, I've got my iPhone. But yeah, for some people, this can be a game changer and it can be a deal breaker. So now comes the big question. Should you purchase the iPad Air? Now, if you are out in the market purchasing an iPad, actually, it depends what your requirements are. If your requirement is to have a consumption device on which you can watch your favorite movie on Netflix while you are traveling and commuting from your workplace to your home, then I would suggest don't go for iPad Air, just go for a normal iPad. Probably the new iPad 8 which has been launched with iPad Air, that also has similar features. Some features are missing, of course, but that's a great consumption device and would work fine. And you will save a couple of $100 on that device. If you are a student and you use iPad primarily for your study purposes, use Apple Pencil a lot, need a keyboard that works with the iPad, I would suggest going for iPad Air. It has got support for Apple Pencil 2, which is amazing. I would not suggest to purchase an Apple Pencil 1 at this point in time, because from all the iPads, literally Apple is taking away the lightning adapter, and most likely an year from now even the normal iPad is going to have a USB-C adapter and they will not have support for Apple Pencil at all. So Apple Pencil 2, if you really want to use that, go in for iPad Air. Same thing goes for the keyboard. If you want to use the Magic Keyboard and you're a student or you are a professional who works on photography and stuff like that, yeah, definitely go for iPad Air. But if you really want the best, the greatest and the latest from Apple and you've got money to burn and spare, then yeah, most likely go for iPad Pro. You'll get that extra 120 Hz Pro Motion display. You will also get that extra camera, the LiDAR sensor. I'm not sure where you're going to use that. I have purchased that, I'm not using it. But yeah, again, as I said, like if you've got loads of money to burn, yeah, go ahead, purchase iPad Pro. You will definitely not regret it. But yeah, iPad Air as of now in 2020 pretty much have all these same features which iPad Pro has, minus the 3 features which I told you. If you really want those 3 features, yeah, go for iPad Pro. So that really sums up the video, guys. I hope you like it, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer them. I will see you again in my next video. Bye bye.